Shalom. Blessing on the 21st day of the Proverbs Challenge. My name is Emunah Yisrael. This is A Faithful Life. If you just joining us, it has been 21 days of wisdom bliss. Going through the Proverbs, sharing, exchanging. I actually saw this on Facebook and I decided to join the challenge, and I decided to record myself and vlog and share, and this really has been a blessing for me, and I hope it's been a blessing for you. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive right on in, and I have a surprise for you at the end of this show. So stay tuned. Don't skip out on me. Just stay tuned. I have a surprise. So on Proverbs 25, 21 and 25, the desire of the slothful kill him, for his hands refuse to labor. He covet greedily all the day long, but the righteous give and spare not. That one is a ringer. It says the desire of the slothful kill is giving you so many clues to be able to. My first thing is self-evaluation. Before I can point the finger, I have to make sure, check myself and see if I got hit with any of them wisdom bullets that Solomon is hurling. So the first thing that stuck out to me was the first verse, the desire of the slothful kill him. One is desire. The second one is slothful. And the third one is that it kills him. It says what you want. If you're lazy and you don't want to go after it, you don't want to diligently inquire, you don't want to sweat, you don't want to go for it. It says that desire, that wanting, what they say, but never able to achieve. It says it takes something from you, because every day it's lusting after something and wanting after something. Eventually your energy begins to go in that way, but because you're not doing any work to make it manifest, it's just disappointment after disappointment. It says, for his hands refuse to labor. You don't want to do the work. And I told him Mosai, give thanks for my mother and my father taught me this lesson young. When you see people with their things, do not malice them. They taught us, you see these? Don't watch people and what they have. Here's a story. Y'all know I always got a story, right? And Toda Mosai, here's a story. True. When we were younger, we could not go to school and bring back someone else's belongings, whether it be their pencil, book. Back in the days, it was cassette players and CDs. Anything that your parents did not buy you, we could not bring it. And if we ever dare, it was like a red light. I don't know how they knew. It's like, who's this? Where did you get this from? Take it back. What that taught me, I don't know about my brothers, but what it taught me is not to covet. Not to see people think. You can see somebody's stuff and say, hey, that's nice. But don't you ever dare. Covet is mean that your desire is going towards it so strongly that you now will begin to do anything to possess it. What that did for me is, they say when you see people with their stuff, you don't know how they got it. They could have begged, steal, or borrow. You don't watch people's things, or in our vernacular or Caribbean dialect, it's called ready eye. I think I talked about ready eye before, but that is something that covetous covenant will cause us to do a lot of things. Steal, beg, adultery, idolatry. That number 10 commandment, take a look at it, because it's 10, but in the spiritual realm, that's where it all starts at. That is where it all starts at, and that coveting eye. And it says here that the person refuses to work. It says he covet greedily all the day long, but the righteous give and spare not. You hear what it says? He covet greedily all the day long. We can covet with our eyes and never speak a word, but in our hearts, it is just getting so, green with envy and wanting what everybody else has, whatever. But you don't want to move a muscle. All you want to do, and a lot of times, people who practice voyeurism, like I call it voyeurism because you always watching what everybody else is doing, but you don't never do nothing. And then whatever you doing, you don't never let nobody know. But whatever everybody else is doing, you're always watching it. That to me is like a kind of a covetous spirit. You want to see, because we can cover information, we can cover things, we can cover people. But the scripture says here, they covet greedy all day long. So we have to be careful. If it is, we don't have to. I always like to say that, but we have choice, so maybe we don't want to. But if we do want soul elevation, I personally would take this scripture to heart, to do a self-evaluation to see, are we a covetous individual? How do we truly feel when we see somebody have something or attain to a place that you always wanted to be. How do you feel? Do you feel angry? Do you feel mean? Do you just want to just go push that person down? Do you want to snatch it from them? That should be a thing. Am I covetous? That should be like a some kind of game show or something. I don't know. But okay, the last one is 27. I'm reading in a row today. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he bring it with a wicked mind? The sacrifice, because remember when we had the temple and we were able to bring sacrifice, it says of the wicked is an abomination. Here's an example. Somebody's a gangster. I saw a movie like that one time. The person is a gangster. They rob and steal and sell drugs to everybody, but on Turkey Day, I'm going to give everybody a turkey. I'm sacrificing, but my money is coming from wickedness. It says here, the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. You got your cows or you got your goats or your sheep that you're going to bring for sacrifice because you're a thief. Or because you are something that is not righteous. It does matter. Some people think it doesn't matter as long as when we come to whatever institution you go into that you give your money. It kind of does matter where we're getting it from. Because if it is that you're getting it from means that don't glorify the Most High, how then are we going to think that it's going to bring us blessing? It says here, the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he bring it with a wicked mind? And so when we go before the Most High, how much more when your mind, like I said, let's go back to the previous verse. How much more when you're a covetous person? How much more when you're a greedy person? How much more when, like we said, bad mind? If you're a bad mind person, how much more is it accepted when we are these things? So I pray, I'm going to keep this one short. I pray that we do not practice to be covetous. If we are, I'm going to say like the other video, pray the Most High take that covetous mind away. If we are a bad mind individual who does not like anybody to have good except for you, pray the Most High take that spirit away. If it is that we are lazy and slothful and don't want to do anything and like to just... That's me watching everybody as they go by. But I don't want to do anything. If I see somebody in shape but I don't want to exercise and I'm mad, oh girl, you make me sick. Look at you as thin as a rail. That's not a good spirit. Why does the person have to make you sick? Because it is that you don't want to do what it is that they're doing to obtain whatever it is that they have. That kind of, I'm gonna give you a little thing and then I'm gonna go. The verbiage that we need to look out for is when people say they're playing but it's not really playing. They're really serious but they pass it off like they're playing. Stuff like, oh, you make me sick. But then they say, oh, I'm just playing. Are you really? Because if you're righteous, you're going to speak righteous things. I'm sorry, maybe this is if it was a little crooked this whole time, y'all know, I'm sorry, I just straightened it out. So if you had to watch the video like this, it's all good. Count it, neck exercise, 1 and 2. But anyway, if the person is like, oh girl, I can't stand you, or watch for verbiage. Watch for verbiage and watch for people who say stuff at the end of the verbiage like, oh, I was just playing. Because chances are they weren't, and they was just trying to see if you were going to catch on to how it is that they were speaking. So with that, my name is Emunah Yisrael. Oh, the announcement, sorry. Being that today is day number 21 and we only have 10 more days to the end of this challenge. The Most High bless my life to see 10 more days. I invite all of you who are watching to come to the Faithful Life live, interactive. I want to see your face, hear your voice. Proverbs 31, virtuous woman reading on Thursday. That's next Thursday, the 31st of July. We can dial in. I'm going to have a dial-in number down here. Or you can come right here on YouTube and the event will be live. And I believe if you have video, you can come up and we can each see each other's faces if that's what you want to do. So I hope to see you then. Again, if you haven't seen day 1 through 20, you can see it here. And let me move my head. And you can subscribe here. Thank you and have a blessed day. Shalom.